The field of taste perception. Ananda, as you already know, tongue and taste are causes that beget perception by the tongue. Is this perception created and conditioned by the tongue or by taste? Ananda, if it is created by the tongue, then sugarcane, sour black plums, bitter wort, rock salt, wild spikenard, ginger, and cassia would be tasteless. Taste your own tongue and see if it is sweet or bitter. If it is bitter, who is the taster? Since the tongue cannot taste itself, who experiences the taste? If it is not bitter, no taste can come from it. Then how can it be conditioned? If perception derives from taste, it would be taste itself, but, like the tongue, it cannot taste itself. Then how can it distinguish various flavors? Again, since there are many flavors which cannot come from a single source, there should be as many corresponding perceptions. If there is only one, and if it is created by different flavors, then all salt, insipid, sweet, and bitter flavors should unite and become one. Then there would be no discerning. If so, there would be no perception by the tongue. How, then, can the tongue, taste, and perception be conditioned? The void cannot make your mind perceive. Since tongue organ and taste object cannot unite to create an intermediate perception, where is the latter's field? Therefore, tongue and taste as causes and the field of taste perception as their creation do not exist, while tongue, taste, and their field of perception are neither causal, nor conditional, nor self-existent. The field of touch perception. Ananda, as you already know, body and touch are causes that create the perception of touch. Is this created and conditioned by the body or by touch? Ananda, if it is created by the body, what does the latter perceive when there is neither contact nor separation? If by touch, your body would not be needed. Then who can, without a body, feel contact and separation? Ananda, objects do not perceive touch, but the body knows and feels it. Body's perception is revealed by touch and touch through the body. Therefore, body and touch are inseparable, but they are not the same, and so originally they have no home. When touch contacts body, it becomes the body, and when it ceases, it becomes the void. Since there are no such things as inner body and outer touch, how can there be an intermediate perception between them? Where then is the field of body perception? Therefore, body and touch as causes and body perception as their creation do not exist, and all three are neither causal, nor conditional, nor self-existent. The field of the sixth consciousness. Ananda, as you already know, intellect or manas and dharma or ideas are causes that create the sixth consciousness. Is this consciousness created and conditioned by intellect or by dharma? Ananda, if this consciousness is created by intellect, the latter, as organ, should contain dharma as object to reveal its own existence. In the absence of dharma, your intellect does not exist and cannot create anything. Even if it does create consciousness, what is the latter's use if it is not confronted with causal ideas or dharma? Moreover, both your mind, that is the sixth consciousness, and your thinking process, that is the intellect, discern ideas and things. Are they the same as or different from each other? If the same, consciousness is just intellect. Then how can it be created by intellect? If different, consciousness would be unconscious. Then how can it come from intellect? If it is also conscious, then tell me what intellect and consciousness are. Therefore, they are neither the same nor different. Then where is the field of consciousness? If consciousness is created by dharma, all things in the world are inseparable from the five sense data of form, sound, smell, taste, and touch, which clearly correspond with the sense organs and are not affected by the intellect. If your consciousness depends on Dharma for its existence, look carefully into Dharma and see what they look like, for beyond form and voidness, motion and stillness, clearness and obstruction, union and separation, and birth and death, where can Dharma be found? For Dharma arise simultaneously with form, voidness, etc., and vanish with them. Since there are no causes leading to their creation, what are the forms and shapes of Dharma? If these do not exist, what then conditions Dharma? Therefore, intellect and Dharma as causes, and the field of the sixth consciousness as their creation, do not exist, and they are neither causal, nor conditional, nor self-existent.